Hello, welcome to another short video with Explore with Michael. Today I am in the city of Galway on the west coast of Ireland on a beautiful sunny day. And behind me I want to point out a pub to you called the King's Head. Now normally in Ireland the pubs are named after the proprietor, so Burke's, McGurk's, Ryan's, etc. But this of course is called the King's Head, and there's an interesting legend connected with it which I will relay to you now. On the 3rd of January 1649, Charles I was led out for execution from the window of Banqueting Hall, and the executioner very professionally did his job, and his head was severed with one blow of the axe. Now normally the executioner would hold the bloody head up and declare, "Behold the head of a traitor." But in this instance the executioner was silent. And I'll tell you the reason, perhaps the reason for that a little later. A few years later, in 1653, Cromwell's forces were laying waste to Ireland, and they besieged Galway, and a certain Colonel Peter Stubber, he was the commanding officer, and they were committing all sorts of atrocities, and the local people, the mayor included, complained, and they were relieved of their positions, and Stubbers himself declared himself Mayor of Galway, the first English Mayor of Galway, and he seized the building behind me, which was the mayor's residence. You know, it's a vast building inside, you know, several stories high. Now, in 1660, Charles II was reinstated as King of England, and he pardoned a great many people who were involved in the overturning of his father. But certain individuals were not exempt, amongst them being Peter Stubbers, and he actually disappeared from the scene. Now, there's a rumour regarding this pub, and one is that a neighbour of Peter Stubbers, called Richard Gunning, was actually the executioner. When it came to the beheading of Charles I, Richard Brandon, the actual executioner in London, is reported to have refused the job. He did not want to kill the king, and they had to search high and low for an executioner. The name of the executioner wasn't given out for obvious reasons, but rumour has it, and Richard Gunning himself boasted that he had felt the muscles of the neck of the king. However, when Charles II was restored to his throne, it was very telling that Richard Stubbers was not pardoned, and actually he fled. Some say that he ended his days in County Louth, but he was no longer the mayor of Galway, and he no longer held a position of power. Anyway, if you do come to Galway, it is a magnificent building. They do fine food, and you can read all about the legend for yourselves. Anyway, I'm going to have another look around Galway, and hopefully I'll give you some more little snippets of history. Thank you.